Hi everyone, this is a Stella Domingo exclusive. I can only do this for SDK. So what happened, it actually started with the poor billionaire's wife. When the friendship started, a lot of people warned me, and like people were like, she does drugs, so I should be careful so that she doesn't initiate me. So I jokingly said, oh, something I didn't do in secondary school, something I didn't do in university, is it now after getting married and after having kids that I'll do it. So I just laughed it off. I didn't take it serious. I'll be like, no, you guys don't worry, I'll be safe. And yeah, like the way people said, okay, so she does loud, that's the drug that she takes. So, and just like people predicted, she was like, everything I'm going to say in this Stella Domingo exclusive, I'm going to post on my page videos so that you can see petitions to the IG of police, and then those I sued to courts and stuff like that, everything. So as we're going, I'm going to be uploading everything so that you can see. So it first initially started with the drinking of alcohol. I'm a Muslim, so I can't drink alcohol, so I'm going to post a video where she's like, no, Jeremy, you have to drink this, Queen J, you have to drink this alcohol, you have to drink it, she kept on trying to pass it over to me, and I have to go, and I did all my best to like wiggle my way out of the situation. And I know that, now I can't drink, I'm a Muslim and stuff like that, so that one passed. So normally days when she's like, oh, like maybe she passes loud to me, and I'm like, no babe, I'm good, thanks. I wasn't judging her then, I still don't judge her now, so everybody has their own situation. This is my own story, and this is how everything started. So one day I went over to visit her, and then I saw like all of them with a lot of balloons, and in my head I was wondering, what are grown adults doing with balloons, And then she was like, yo Queen J, you need to try this, So she did the instrument, and then she blew up the balloon, and then she put it in my mouth, and she said, just inhale it, just breathe it in. And I did, and guys, I just felt like half of my brain just died. I was standing, so I started falling to my knees. I was falling like gently, gradually to my knees, and then my mouth shifted to the left, and then I started drooling, so I just, when I go on my knees, I just laid down on the ground, and I didn't even know where I was, like how it is. And then she was like, yeah, that's it, that's the feeling, that's the first time I felt that. This is what happens to everyone the first time you do it, but by the time you do it like 4 times, 5 times, you're gonna get used to, your system will get used to it, and then you're gonna become a professional. So after a while, after I got myself back from the floor, I was really upset because I told her that I refused to take alcohol from her, I refused to take loud from her. So I was really upset that she still had to find a way to give me the balloon, and then I'm my mother's only child, so I've always been afraid of doing this, like since secondary school and university. It's like, it's gonna kill my mom, I'm an only child, so I can't afford to like take any chances and stuff like that. So I was so mad, and then that was when I left. That was the last time I spoke to her face to face, like live, like in person. I was so upset, and I never spoke to her again after that. So I left. I left angrily. Then a few months later, there was a doctor. We saw a news on news platforms that someone went for BBL, and everybody was so angry with the doctor. They said her name is Dr. Anu, that Dr. Anu was quack, she's not a good doctor, she killed someone and stuff like that. So she reached out to me on Instagram. I had never met her before, never spoken to her before. She reached out to me on Instagram DM, and she's like, oh Jeremy, look at everything that's happening, it's such like, I can't believe it, this person died, it wasn't my fault, like that. So I just like consoled her. I said, oh, don't worry, everything will be fine. I was in Dubai then. So I decided to come to Nigeria, and then when I came to Nigeria, she was the first person to come and see me. So when she came to see me, it was the same thing, the same crying and everything. She felt so bad about the person dying and how everybody's attacking her. Oh, Jarma, they're trying to bring me down, they're trying to bring down my business and tarnish my image. And I said, don't worry, everything's going to be okay, because even the best doctors in the world have had patients that have died. Life and death is in the hands of the creator and stuff like that. So we talked in general, we talked about life, we talked about business, we talked about relationships, marriages. boss, kids and everything. And she was like, babe, if I do an injection for you, you're going to sleep like you've never slept before. You're gonna forget all your problems. And I'm like, oh, you don't mean it? She's like, yeah. So she's a medical doctor, so I didn't really think anything negative of it, right? And then she was like, bring your hand, bring her. I was sitting on the couch, and then she was like, come to your bed, come and sit on your bed, come and sit on your bed. I sat on my bed, and then she took my hand, and then she pushed in the injection. And the moment she started the injection, I just felt something from the back of my neck like this down to my shoulder, back of my shoulder. I was like, like the body had felt something it had never felt before. And as she was doing it, I was just like collapsing, like going down to my bed. And then I was knocked out, so I don't want to like exaggerate it or so, but I think I was knocked out for like, it's really very difficult for me to talk about it, very emotional, it's serious trauma for me. It's not something I want to talk about, and I can only do this for SDK, Stella Jamikoko. She's the only one I can like do this for, so it's such a terrible experience. And how I was trapped into it, so I was knocked out for like 2 weeks. I wouldn't like I would turn around, maybe Maltina, bite bread, but I would not like, I could not like get up from the bed or sit down or like stand on my feet for like 2 weeks. So that was just how it started. It's actually a very long story. I'm gonna give it more like in details, but this was like the first maybe 8 minutes or 12 minutes for SDK, and then that was it. And then after 2 weeks I was able to get myself back, and I was like trying to go to work, check the factory, the workers, my staff and everything like that. And after like 3 weeks, I think something had happened, and I just said to myself, oh, I don't think I want to deal with this. I just want to rest and I want to sleep. And then I now called her, that's Dr. Anu, and I think I sent her like to 820k. That was the first time I had actually purchased it from her. And then she came and she did some rounds for me of the injection and stuff like that, and then that was it. And then I just like started spiraling down. I just didn't even care about going to work anymore. I didn't want to work. It was just about the injections. Such a terrible experience, very difficult experience. You haven't seen me in like 3 years, so I had to like take 3 years off to get well, and then take a very long break. So that's how it started. And then the spiraling down. I didn't want to walk, I didn't want to do anything. It was just all about that. And then when I tried to stop, I became very sick. I started vomiting and purging, and my body would be shaking like I have like a fever or malaria or typhoid. Like I would become very sick, and then the only time you would get well is if you do the injection again. It's very difficult to talk about. Such a terrible experience, It's something I don't ever want to remember in my life like that. It's terrible experience. Yeah. So I would get really sick, so I had to go back and do the injection again. And then there was something else I wanted to tell you about that, about falling sick and everything. So at a point, so when you do it, you get well, you feel better, then you don't sleep. Then when you wake up from sleep, you feel just so sad and just so depressed and just so fed up, right? So I just got tired of it, and then so this is what happened. So I'll show you, like when you have malaria, so one glass is called one ampoule. So one ampoule stopped working, I started doing 2 ampoules, 2 stopped working, I started doing 3 ampoules, 3 stopped working, I started doing, so when I did 5, I started, like jacking, and foam was coming out of my mouth, my eye was going back. Subhanallah. My eyes were, the black was going back, you could only see the white. Foam was coming out of my mouth, and like when you have epilepsy and they have to put like a spoon in your mouth. So they didn't put a spoon in my mouth, so I chewed my mouth and my tongue till by morning it was like really swollen everywhere.
For what I don't understand in this video, is Jaruma a baby? Small na person want tell you waiting good for your system. No, like everybody know who she they refer to, but nobody want mention name. If you go to the comment section, many people don't dey mention who she they refer to. To me, na Regina Daniel she dey refer to. Maybe she no want mention her name, make them no go slam her lawsuit. Yes, because Rishi and Regina Daniel na best of friend before they fall out, they know they play again. But my question be say, when she come out today, they talk all this many talk. Is she a baby? Now they go force her to take wetin she know say this thing no good, where everybody they complain for the world. You are not a baby, you are more than 30 years old. Everybody don't they complain say this thing no good for person system. Then you know fully well, then you still follow them, they talk, they take them. Then you come out now, they talk say billionaire wife introduce you to this one, billionaire wife introduce you to that one. I beg you, just to me, I not be listening to Regina Daniel, but she they refer to Regina Daniel indirectly. Yes. To me, I don't think what you are doing is wrong because of say they quarrel. She they try to tarnish her name. That is my thoughts. If they don't slam her lawsuit now, she go come the beg, just like the last time when she come the beg. I beg. You are not a baby. You know waiting good for your system. As I did, a friend go come force me, go take what I'm not supposed to take. When I know that fully well that this thing is not good for someone's system, then I'll go they take and say because say my friend they take her. No worry, lawsuits they come for you, Jaruma. The one where they fair give you before no reach you.